Welcome to
To
the
the
first
first
episode
episode.
of our podcast.
Yeah, let's go. So first, this is not a regular podcast, okay? So we are going to give a reality check on actual Gen Zs. So Fick will give little more, we'll dive in little more and he'll tell more about it.
So basically, my name is Fick and his name is Ganav. We both have very weird names, so it will take time for people to adjust to our names. Obviously, very rare. So this, most of the people in the world now
Yeah.
in India also, what they're doing is they're seeing all the South Bombay, South Delhi
Yeah,
Gen Zs,
exactly.
and they think that Gen Zs are like that. That's the life.
Full fake.
Full fake, Lamborghinis,
Yeah.
BMWs.
Like,
Those are like top 10% of people who have money. But the actual Gen Zs, which we are, people don't know much about them, how they
Exactly.
are, what challenges they face in their life, how they handle friends and all of that. So basically, this podcast is for people, for, our kinds of people to relate with us.
Exactly. Like the now generation. Like for example, now who's going to join college. So now mainly this podcast is going to focus on college. So what we thought how our college would be and how it turned out to be. So first we'll start off with our first question is
So I would actually want to ask you, what was your expectation before you joined college? Like obviously, you were in 12th, you were studying in Narayana.
Exactly.
So what was in your mind that, okay, when I go to college, what will I have? Will I have a girlfriend? What all expectations did you have?
Yeah, actually about that, see, I'm a Telugu guy.
Yeah.
I'm Ganav, so from Andhra I come.
Yeah.
I'm a Reddy.
Yeah.
So automatically Reddy means everyone will feel full rich.
Property,
all that properties, all those petrol bunks.
Reddy and I.
Exactly. But unfortunately that isn't my case. So I am just a regular middle class guy.
Okay.
So like for us as a Telugu guy, I had been watching Telugu movies a lot. So there are some kind of stereotypes about colleges that you enter college, you'll get off a big
Any particular
gang,
movie you have?
like Happy Days.
Okay.
If people who Telugu
Yeah.
audience
Yeah.
are there, they'll actually know about Happy Days.
Okay.
So coming to Hindi, like
Yeah.
Bollywood, first everyone knows Student of the
Yeah,
Year.
for sure.
So like if we watch these type of movies, our expectations are that okay, we enter college and we'll get off a girl.
Yeah.
And we'll get into big gang,
Right.
full big people, all
Correct,
become
correct,
famous, all this kinds. So even when I got admission into college, I was like, okay, let's rock it.
Yeah.
So that was mine. What were your expectations before?
Same like you, or same like Ganav as well. So basically, Student of the Year is everyone's first movie of our generation that set up like a college standard. Like when you were in school, you watch it,
Yeah,
you'd be like, oh my god, like this is college life. This is something which
Yeah,
you want.
that is true.
So everyone would think that either you are Varun Dhawan, Siddharth Malhotra. I thought I'm Varun Dhawan.
I was Siddharth.
You thought Siddharth Malhotra.
Exactly.
So like you go in and you'll be
Yeah.
like, you'll get your Alia Bhatt and then you'll get Siddharth
Yeah.
Malhotra. You'll fight with him. All that
Well.
bullshit. Lauda Rasan will happen. You don't think.
But
But and also as soon as you enter college, I was in 12th back then, and I used to think that as soon as I enter college, people will start coming up to me. They'll be like, "Oh my god, oh wow, tall guy, this guy, full, come on, and full, I'll get girls." And first week only, I was like, my body count will increase from 0 to 5. All fake expectations of college.
so, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, most of you guys also would have had similar thoughts like
Not
me.
more. Everyone has
Exactly.
that only. Mostly.
Because see, these movies had made like a stereotypes for us, which has given us a wrong impression of how college life would be. I mean, everyone.
Extremely wrong.
Exactly. Because of that, people think, okay, this only will happen. Like
Right,
how
right.
Fick thought, like within 1 week, his body count
Yeah.
will go up. When we all thought the same. But unfortunately, that wasn't the reality which we saw.
Yeah, actually, going on, what was your first day like when you entered? How did the reality hit you?
I mean, like first day, I thought I'll meet like see full hot chicks.
Our college
Our
though, you
college.
couldn't find.
Exactly. I mean, my expectation was really bad. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I mean, I thought all 10 girls will be there because it was like I enter the college and then I see all
Hot girls as soon as you enter. Then what happened?
But then I entered and then I see all with
Not up to the thinking that you
yeah,
had.
exactly. So it just broke my thing down.
Ah.
Later, I thought at least I'll get good friends.
Yeah.
Good friends, but that also unfortunately,
Yeah.
most of them didn't know English only.
That's
so,
the-
you would understand there only.
Yeah.
People who can't speak English can't like.
So let me actually give a backstory of me and Gana.
Yeah.
We both were in the same school for almost 5 years. and then we joined the same college together. So even when we joined, we both were the only friends we had on the day one as well. So that's why I was there only. That's why I'm asking him, like, leaving me aside, what was his reality? Other than girls, what else did you see? Like, it was like, because you saw Happy Days.
Yeah.
And that was the impression that my college life. But when you went first day, or let's say the first month itself, how did you feel? Like, too much difference in Happy Days, or it's more fucked up?
I mean, obviously, see, Happy Days is like a movie which shows you that immediately first day you join, you'll get off a big gang.
Yeah.
So that is the first thing which broke for me, because when I entered college, I was with him. We were walking alone, and we were seeing already these first years around us are already getting groups.
I don't know.
I mean, we didn't understand what we didn't do. Like, we tried everything. We were trying to mingle with everyone. We were trying to do this, but unfortunately, we didn't have the same fit.
I don't know. I don't know what reason.
So, I mean, my first day was a disaster. Seriously. So, what about
Similarly,
yours?
mine as well, as you know. Same. I also entered, and I was like, the big friend group is, I think, so common in everyone.
Yeah.
We go to college. Most of the people, what happens is, in school life, some people like me and you also, we didn't have like best friends in school life or that gang. So we were like, we'll compensate what we didn't do in our school and college. Everyone thinks that.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, let's go. As soon as we enter, we'll get a big gang. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, we both did not have that big gang.
Actually.
But as the first day, a lot of the Gen Z crowd already were forming gangs and shit.
Like,
and that, you know, hot girls were there with chomus, you know, full gang. And those guys, you know, how Faida they'll use, they'll start touching the girl here and there. So you're like, what the fuck are we doing?
Exactly.
Why are we?
I mean, we actually didn't know, because see, we asked many people also. Now, this is one of the worst thing happened to me. It's like we after 1 month of college, there was some guy. Okay, he's black as like.
Okay.
Very black.
Okay.
So I see him roaming with a hot chick. Like, she's white as you know, like you know, chessboard, like how black and white. Exactly like that. I see, and then I just go and approach her. I'm like, bro, like, how did you get her?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, already I know I'm black. So it's like, I know I don't have looks, so I just went for it.
Yeah.
Then I just looked in the mirror and I saw I was, you know, speaking to myself. I was like, well, I look much better than him. Obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, little color,
correct.
little all this. But why am I not getting girls?
Yeah.
Some random black dude is getting full hot chicks. Why are we not getting? So that was really, like, you know, heartbreaking for me.
I think what he told is that basically we are stuck in the average guy trap. You know, the thing is, there are like top people who look amazing. They'll get girls, they'll get friends. They don't have to put that much effort inside. You also know, we had a guy friend, model.
Yeah.
He was on top. He had no tension in getting friends and girls. And then there are people who are at the bottom. Now, either they don't care. You know, in our bus also there's a black guy. They don't care about getting a gang. But, you know, there's a lot of bottom people as well. So they obviously find their group, like Fatse. Get stuck are people who are us. You know, who are not there also, who are not that bottom also. We do not want to be friends with those loudus. And we can't get to them.
Exactly.
It is too much. So we get stuck. We don't get, you know, the friend group that we want. I think that's the average guy trap that we get stuck in for some reason.
I mean, most 90%
of the
audience also would feel the same.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it is how...
Yeah, for sure. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, about you? How was, like, you know...
Same. Average guy. But I think that the worst part is that even though we were friends, it used to be very lonely. We'd get alone because we had different classes. You would go sit in your class, I would sit in my class. We would have people to talk to because we at least are a little confident to talk to people. Like, okay, what notes there? Give me a book or what and all happened. But those people were not people whom you could be friends with.
That's
the thing.
I mean, they weren't matching our vibes.
Yeah, our vibes or our level. Or they were, and the people who matched already had big groups.
Exactly.
And we kind of even had a little bit of ego to, you know, go out of the way and ask,
actually, that is
go and talk, or we were shy, whatever. So we would, at least I remember for at least 4 months, our first semester, we were very lonely in terms of friendship. So it was fucked up in that way.
That was that. I mean, about loneliness, you know, people used to think we were boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah, to that level.
To that level, because we thought we'll enter college and we'll get off a big gang. But then we ended up,
Getting close, more
Exactly.
closer, and we were only
Yeah.
together most of 90% of the time.
So it used to be like people now, for example, if Fick is absent for one day,
Yeah.
then people used to come to me and they'd be like, where's Fick? Where's Fick? I mean, same thing goes
Same
for
thing.
you also.
If I'm there and for some reason he's not there, he's going to washroom, the first question I get is this: where is Ganar? So it's like we would always been seen together like that.
Exactly.
Always like Fevicol, we would
like
be
stuck.
stuck. And no one else, no third person, no, only we were.
Only us.
Just full college. We would
Exactly.
remember
Oh.
first few days we would sit on the bench,
Yeah.
see every couple pass
Oh,
by,
we
and we
used
would
to
be like,
comment on
yeah, how
them.
much you used to comment,
Oh,
like,
full-
oh, that fucker got, oh, why didn't we get? What is wrong in
Exactly,
us?
full bitching. Bitching means that awesomely. We
Yeah.
were like bitching.
Yeah.
How did this guy get?
Yeah.
But why did she choose him? That was our biggest
That was,
thing.
they became gossip girls. Literally,
Oh,
proper.
crazy. So it was really bad. We were literally
Very,
alone.
very.
So,
But I think one thing which was our fault is, even though we had expectations, the people who formed groups, they put in efforts.
yeah, actually.
First day itself, they went and talked. We kind of came through Bollywood and Telugu
Yeah,
cinema.
the
We came in
stereotypes.
very big stereotypes that
Exactly.
as soon as you enter, people will come up to you
Yeah,
and you
that
talk,
is it.
and you can just act like that rude Siddharth Malhotra. Like that, you
Full
can act full
Sigma.
and even if you talk rude, people will still, oh wow, this
Exactly.
guy, brown. What is that? Kukkad Kamal, the brown. That would be like, girls will be like, who's that? Who's that guy?
Like the chapri. He
Yeah.
meant to say chapri.
So fucking, we didn't put efforts. I think that is
Actually.
one of our biggest mistake that we did.
Yeah, actually. Even school. I mean, even when we were in school, we did the same mistake, I
we
guess.
we didn't put efforts. But
Well,
fuck school.
Fuck it. Yeah. now-
College though at least was like a
yeah,
redemption time.
Exactly.
We
Like
turned
a new
18.
life.
Yeah.
New everything.
But we didn't put efforts. And I think that was the major mistake that didn't get us the group in
Yeah,
first sem.
actually.
Which got us in second sem.
second
but-
sem,
Which we
exactly.
started putting, but that's a very huge topic.
Oh. So,
And by the time we get into it, it gets fucked.
Oh, seriously.
But yeah, I think we started getting friends when we started putting in more efforts.
More efforts. Actually, one thing is you should be Besharam. Okay, one thing.
Sure.
Don't
100%.
Exactly. If you are Besharam, you won't get friends.
Yes.
One thing is should let out your
Yes,
ego,
for
your
sure.
Besharam, everything.
Everything.
You should not feel like, oh,
No,
I should
no.
be
Ah,
this kind of
exactly.
thing. So yeah.
So
Now-
that's for sure. I think so. One tip which we can also give now is that be Besharam.
Exactly.
Don't have ego. Don't have all
Nothing.
that. You need to be.
And-
Because the moment you make that wall, I don't think anyone
You
will enter.
Exactly. No one will let you
No
in
one
also.
will let you in.
So
You're only not going outside.
Exactly.
Why will
no,
someone
no
let
one
you?
will accept you.
Right. You have to be Besharam.
Exactly.
What will happen max to max? What
is
happened to us? We thought there was few popular people in our bus. The first semester itself, we would be like, oh, if we talk, they'll think like
Yeah,
this. Should we
actually.
talk or no? What will happen when you talk to
We
those
just
people?
talked and
First day itself, they were like, welcome.
like see, we think people
Too
like
much.
are ego, they
Ah,
show attitude,
ah.
but that's actually false.
Very big mistake.
Because we should just try. First thing is us doing the first step. Initialize. If we don't initialize, then
I don't
we'll
think-
never
no.
see what will happen next.
100%.
So
We need to initiate for
Exactly.
sure. Otherwise, and we saw it also happening.
exactly.
Nothing happened. When we
Nothing.
talked, what happened actually? We
Nothing.
just went and we talked.
That's all.
What did we expect that they'll be like? They'll show
Oh
attitude.
yeah, actually, like
Even then, we're planning for almost like 1 month
one.
that we need to talk to them. We need to
Exactly.
talk to them because it would be like,
our
oh,
goal
yeah.
was every day like that. No,
every day.
we should be
Yeah,
like, go
yeah.
talk to her.
But now we didn't talk.
We didn't.
Suddenly one day we were like, let's just talk, and
Let's do it.
it became good. From that time, once it formed like that ice breaking
Exactly.
session got over, it goes smooth.
That's all.
But not putting in efforts was a mistake, and
Yeah.
Bollywood set that expectation.
Oh, that was really bad.
Reality hit us fucking hard,
Oh.
and then the fucked up efforts we didn't put is the
Actually, because see, this you guys also don't follow movies.
for
I'm
sure.
telling you,
Movies are
Because
movies.
Movies are just like they show the best
Yeah.
part of
Yeah,
college.
Yeah.
They only show you the good parts.
Yeah.
The bad parts is never shown. Only we experience it.
the thing is, basically, even now a new trend came of making college movies, and they say that it's more real.
Yeah.
Like example, Chichore and
Yeah.
Hostel Days, these web series
Yeah,
also.
exactly.
In that also, but what they'll show is at the end of the day that people have like a good group of friends.
Exactly.
I'll tell you one thing. We both went to college. We got 0 friends. Only we both were there. We
Yeah.
entered. Only me and him entered. Then we came to a point where we had friends that I can't even count. Like it
Yeah.
won't fit in our fingers.
Actually.
25 plus. sometimes I would even forget the names of people. I would be like, who's
Just,
that guy?
Hey bro. Like we used to not take his name.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Hey bro.
Yeah, and then now after 3 years of college, we both are only there again.
Yeah.
We entered alone. We
And-
got so many fucking friends, and now we exited alone
Again,
as well. So
we're
that
fucking
thing
alone.
that getting like close friends who will stay forever, that is also one fucked up thing these people show, and I don't think that's a true thing.
No.
Everyone is
All
fake.
are fake.
Everyone will backbite. Everyone is using you for your opportunity
That's
to get
right.
popular in college. That is the only thing. They'll only become friends with you if you're gonna help them climb the social ladder in college.
That's
like if you can become friend. Example, let's say Ganav. He'll have more female friends. Now one guy will only want to be friends with Ganav just because he can get access to the girls.
Yeah.
And that has happened also.
Exactly. It has happened.
We had female friends, and
Yeah.
I've seen people from engineering blog
who
coming
come to us
because
we know girls.
Yeah, we knew BBA girls who looked nice. And the
So-
engineering, there's no good girl. They would come up to him just so that they can get interaction with the other girls.
Exactly.
And once you stop giving that, they'd automatically show you middle finger and fuck off.
That is fun.
So that close friendship, brotherhood, I don't think anyone should even expect. Because the more you expect, the more you don't get,
Yeah.
you'll be more fucked up. Like,
Actually.
I can get like brotherhood or something.
So, I mean, to be honest, yeah, that is true.
Mm.
Because, one of the biggest thing we all want in college is status, I guess.
Yes.
That is true. So, status is one thing, like, for me, in my opinion, status is like, everyone should know me. Like, I should be like a politician in college.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Reddy. So, automatically,
Yeah.
that Reddy means politician
Yeah.
ka thing will
Yeah,
come
yeah.
off. So if I enter college, everyone should be like, namaste na,
Yeah,
namaste
yeah.
na. So I like that.
Yeah.
So that is when I started, talking to more and more people.
Yeah.
And girls, obviously. We all need girlfriends. We can't stay single
No,
forever. So even I started talking to some girls, and because Fick was in BBA, it became easy for me. Because he had access to all hot chicks. So he introduced me, and then it became easy
Yeah.
for me to talk. So what about yours?
Same statuses. I think so. See, now his status was basically like people would come and namaste. He should be treated like a politician. Same
Yeah.
status for me as well. I should be treated like a model, a celebrity. Basically, I was like I wanted to be in with a girlfriend or a new girl every single month. That was like my status. It
Like
did
a
happen.
playboy.
Exactly. I wanted that Playboy, Ranbir Kapoor Playboy status every month. I would want a new girl, new
Yeah.
girl. But I completely forgot that how fucked up we are.
Yeah, actually.
When you enter college with zero female interaction, as soon as you get one,
Oh.
you just don't leave that girl. You will end up played.
Oh,
You
that
won't
is-
play with that girl. The girl will play, put this inside your ass and fuck off.
That happened a lot to us.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like a whole other episode.
Complete, full different
Complete. So now let's just stick to college. So now coming to the next question. So initially, first we were alone. Now we started putting efforts. So we put our Besharam aside, and me and Fick, we decided that let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's not, be alone like this. We can't stay alone
Correct,
forever.
correct. No.
So-
for the college life, at
Exactly.
least, yeah.
So after the first sem got over, we decided, okay, now we'll go get into big groups, start talking
yeah.
to girls. So how was your take on it? Like,
I
how
mean,
did you?
we did it together only.
Yeah,
So basically,
so-
remember we had a video call.
Yeah.
Our first sem got over 4 months. We called each other. We were like, bro, already first sem got over.
Yeah.
Everyone are going posting stories. We are only like fucking loud sitting at home, still not,
Yeah.
not have girlfriend, don't have a big
Nothing.
group, nothing. So now we need to start talking to a lot of people. So our plan of action was we had two kind of groups that we wanted to get into.
Yeah.
One is our year BBA people who had a huge group, and one is
Senior.
engineering people, seniors.
Seniors, my seniors.
His
basically.
seniors, engineering seniors.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll do the duty of getting slowly into that group,
BBA.
and he'll do the duty
Seniors.
of getting into seniors, and I'll introduce him,
Yeah.
and he'll introduce me.
Exactly.
So that's how it went basically. And luckily, the two seniors were also in our bus.
exactly.
So that helped a lot.
That helped us a lot, actually.
For sure.
If they weren't in our bus, then I don't think so.
Correct,
We would
correct,
have got into the group.
I mean, do you remember how much effort we actually put?
Oh.
We actually put our Besharam, like as I said, we became full Besharam.
Crazy.
And we, randomly we would just take Instagram IDs. You would
Yeah.
call them and you would go and meet them, and like that from 1 to 2, that 2 to 3, then 3 to the full group got to know us.
That is
Similarly, what happened in BBA 1 to 2, 2 to 3. You have to keep that aside. You have to put effort.
Or else, yeah,
Nothing is gonna happen, and it's gonna be hard for sure.
For sure.
It's not going to be easy. Obviously, going out of the comfort zone and talking to someone, it's not going to be easy.
see, after all this happened, right, there's one of our friend who came from a place. So we recently met, all three of us. So we were talking generally about college life.
Yeah.
Like this was after second sem, after we both got into the big gang
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
So we came, it was our first year holidays.
Yeah.
First year got over, second year.
Yeah.
You might remember.
I remember, yeah.
So we were sitting and we started, talking with this third person
Yeah.
about our college life. Like, bro, this is what we did, this is what we did.
Yeah. Completely different world. Similarly, our friend, this guy, the third person we're talking about, he was like not to the level of what people would want to be friends with. I mean, we see this.
I don't know.
I should not define
That's what, not defend him. Just
He was still in the school mindset, not that 19-year-old, 18-year-old kind of level.
not matured.
Not matured, and basically still stuck to that. So I think with efforts, as guys, like how we put effort also in ourselves to get to a level where the top people can accept us.
Yeah, actually.
Because if we were to our friends level,
Hmm.
even if we put that much efforts with the top people we wanted to be friends
We
with, they
would
wouldn't
have-
have expected.
exactly.
Obviously, right?
Exactly.
We'll be like, no, vibe doesn't match,
Yeah.
fuck them, whatever.
We'll just ignore them.
That's it. They wouldn't
They
come with
wouldn't
us. Like
come.
how even right now, if
Exactly.
someone comes and talks to us, we'll be like, hi, hello, because we don't want to be
That's
rude. But
Exactly.
we'll not be like, oh, come into our group and all that
exactly.
shit.
That is there.
So I think that his case was also that he had to change himself, but he didn't. That is a bad thing.
One thing is, even we advised him. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like we didn't. We told him,
Yeah.
bro, do this, do that. We gave him like a thing what we followed, like a formula
Yeah.
which we used in college. Same way we told him, bro, do this, you'll also get into a gang, all that. But he didn't listen. So, yeah, I mean, at least you guys who you're watching, please.
Try and improve. It's
Right,
basic nowadays. You
exactly.
have information all over
Yeah,
YouTube.
so-
Communication skills videos are there.
Exactly, so-
Grooming videos are
Yeah.
there. You can gain weight, lose weight.
See,
Everything
one
is
of the
available.
main thing is English, because most of the people think if you don't speak proper English, they'll feel like, oh, this guy is village,
Yeah.
or he's from village,
Yeah.
he's not a good.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
No, that's a correct thing.
Yeah, I mean, even when I was in
Yeah.
school, I experienced the same
Yeah.
thing. Because
It's not wrong.
yeah, because see, when I come from a local school before joining one more school, where the English wasn't so good. Like the teachers also were speaking in Kannada and Hindi, all other
Yeah,
languages,
yeah.
which
Regional
even
languages, yeah.
which messed up my English. So later my dad was like, no, this is
Yeah, correct.
getting worse.
Definitely.
So that's when I joined another school,
Yeah.
and there automatically, obviously, first year they made fun of
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
They were like, hey, what is this English?
Yeah.
That cheat,
Yeah.
Later I started picking up, and
you
now you can see my English how it's improved.
And I glad that you
Exactly.
put this point out that English is important
English is-
because how much ever you tell that no, I love my mother tongue or this, but at the end of the day, if you don't know English,
Exactly.
you can't go far in
Nah.
life. You will automatically be
Nah.
perceived as a local
Exactly.
villager for sure.
For sure. I
That's
mean, see, English is an international language wherever you go in the world.
Yes, yes,
English,
100%.
obviously,
For
some
sure.
most of them.
Most
know.
of them though, 90%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So most of them are English-speaking
Yeah.
countries where we have to, improve ourselves,
Definitely.
and it is where we'll, stand up in life.
Correct.
Or else we'll just stay where we
Yeah,
are.
definitely.
Didn't
Right.
get into gangs or
Correct.
anything. See, these gangs or whatever we are talking about, they want people who match vibes with them.
Hmm.
So those type of people want like proper English speaking.
Yeah.
Who can show off with their
Yeah.
other friends that this guy
Exactly.
he's
Yeah.
like gangster level.
Yeah.
Like we had that song.
Yeah.
Which is that song?
Gangster's Paradise.
Gangster's
Yeah.
Paradise. That song was like our OG song. Like
Right.
we used to feel we are also gangsters.
But this
Okay.
point, what he told is that people would want to accept you as friend if they can show you off.
Exactly.
That's the correct thing. In college, especially, no one takes you as friend just because they like you. Or
That
even
is
if they like you, if you are friends, they wouldn't roam around with you because they'll be shy to accept that he's my friend.
Yeah.
In college, 100%, it's more about that when this guy will come, if my status will increase or
Exactly.
no. If more people will be like, oh wow, this guy is. And English is like the most basic thing which you can
Yeah,
enter
actually,
any group.
that's
If you don't know English, no matter how good you look, whatever outfit, even now, we are wearing good clothes and we're sitting, we're talking. If we wouldn't speak in English, 90%
wouldn't-
of you would have clicked off
Exactly.
instantly.
You would have just
Right.
left. By now, you wouldn't be watching
Right,
till
for
now,
sure.
actually.
Yeah.
So
Or you would expect what Gen Z, Laudeka Gen Z.
obviously.
So I think
Yeah.
English definitely would help a lot. So if you
Exactly.
don't know, I think try and improve that.
Exactly. There are so many videos which
Many
will help.
videos.
Like, English is one of the most important thing already
Right.
I've mentioned. So start improving your English.
And your problem was that in your school there was mostly local regional
Yeah,
languages.
exactly.
So when you went to a better school, you couldn't speak in English properly because.
Yeah.
So for me, it was that I knew English, but my communication was not good.
Yeah, that no too
Yeah,
much
experience was not
exactly.
there because the maximum I spoke with anyone was with my own family.
Yeah.
So even though I knew English and alone I could speak proper English, as soon as I would talk to someone, it would start stuttering.
Yeah,
I would start
actually.
stuttering. My words would
Because
not come up.
we are in a comfort zone.
Definitely.
So
So
obviously
I think that communication skills also people should improve.
exactly. You should come out of your
Definitely.
comfort zone.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
You are 17,
basic.
17
Okay.
years old.
So I'll ask a question for anyone who's 17 years
Yeah.
old or in their first semester or first year or even second year, and they would want to make their next year better, or someone who's in 12th right now wants to join college. What are the things he can do before joining college to already have certain good things in him, so that as soon as he joins college, he doesn't have to start from ground zero?
Yeah.
What are the 3 things, if I would
I
ask
mean,
you?
before college joins, then we can start this way. First is, anyways, everyone will be roaming to Koramangala.
Yeah, sure.
Now that it's
In
become
Bangalore.
Kora.
Yeah, Kora.
And then
Definitely.
Church Street.
Yeah.
All like,
Right, right. Or anyone living
all
in other
happening
states,
places.
they are
Exactly. All
popular
their
areas.
states
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Mumbai,
Delhi.
Delhi,
Yeah.
all happening cities wherever.
Yeah.
You guys can first, go
Explore.
randomly on the streets, go talk to a hot chick or a hot guy.
Mm.
And start cold approach. This is called cold approach. Start.
What is cold approach, basically?
Cold approach is like you don't know them.
Okay.
You just to build up your confidence. You go to a random person and you ask them certain questions about them.
Okay.
Where you shouldn't fear. Like main thing is to remove your fear of talking to strangers. You're doing this approach.
Definitely, yes.
So this is called cold approach.
Yes.
It will help a lot in
Very,
your
yeah.
communication.
Yeah.
So second comes is dressing up.
Okay.
Because dressing up, I have not much knowledge, but Fick will continue about this.
Okay.
So you can tell.
Okay. So basically, dressing up, I think, don't go overboard because even I don't know much, but at least I have that much knowledge that if I get into a room, I won't be someone who does not dressed well.
Yeah, actually.
Because I think if your dressing is the first impression.
Yeah.
If someone catches you, if someone sees you, the dress you're wearing is
First
basically going to be the
impression is
first
the best impression,
Obviously.
obviously.
So if you're wearing like an old shirt or whatever, even though it might sound bad for a lot of people, but if you have really old clothes or not that good looking clothes, people will automatically perceive you to be lower than you are. So I think right now in today's fashion, a basic what we are wearing, oversized baggy t-shirt,
Yeah, that
any website you can get it, and oversized or baggy pants. If you just get these 2 things, I think in now 2025 fashion, you're sorted 90%.
I mean, most of them are wearing hoodies nowadays.
Even hoodies, anything baggy, oversized. Now that can be your
Exactly.
t-shirt, full sleeves hoodies, pants. Just wear that, and with that, like add in a chain accessory, or if you want, add in a ring.
Watch,
it's that basic.
ring, all accessories is your wish.
Basic. You don't have to like
Yeah,
before. If it was like layering, chinos, all that. Don't have to get into it.
That
I mean,
deep.
starting out, we can
Exactly.
just
Just
wear normal,
simple,
basic.
casual, but yet elegant it should.
Yeah. So third point, I'll like to tell this because I think it's a very good point. So the thing with me and him is okay. So let me tell the third point. Third point is telling stories, but fake stories. Okay. Basically, the thing is that me and Ganav, our past whole school life, we didn't have that much fun. We were not like the cool kids. The only cool thing we would do was stay at home and watch Kabir Singh and eat snacks, and we would think that, oh wow, we are enjoying. That is only like cool thing we would do. So when we joined college and you would talk to people, these people would always talk about extreme cool things that, that I got drunk and I kissed 3 girls.
Yeah.
And we got high and we went on top of a mountain and all that.
Well,
extreme stories.
Extreme, like
So
we
even
never
though
experienced.
we never experienced those things. So now, obviously, in order to talk to those people, we kind of followed fake it till you make it formula. So even though we didn't do anything, no
Yeah.
alcohol, no cigarette, no
Nothing.
ganja, no nothing. We didn't do shit. We didn't even have a girlfriend before this. We didn't even have any female interaction. We just made up fake stories that, okay, I had this girl. I had 2 girls. He was like, okay, I got high. We both got high and we did this. We got drunk and we kissed girls. We made a lot of fake scenarios. And those people were like, oh my god,
Oh.
these band products are more cooler than us. They would be like, what the fuck?
They think we did like everything.
Yeah, fucking these people did all this shit. But what we did is that fake scenarios that we made up, in 2 months' time, we actually started doing it.
Actually,
as well.
that is one of the
That
best.
is the best thing.
I
We
mean,
faked it till we made it, because when we told people that we don't smoke, we smoked cigarettes even though we didn't smoke. Automatically next week, these people
Exactly.
started inviting us to smoke cigarettes. So even though we didn't smoke, we started going to smoke cigarettes,
Exactly.
smoke up, parties, everything.
and drinking also, same thing happened
Same
about
thing.
drinking.
So it was like fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
We didn't do shit. We told fake stories, but whatever fake stories we did, in reality, in real life, we actually also did those same things in the next 2-3 months, and we did 10 times more than whatever fake stories we cooked up.
Actually, that was one of the
So-
best things we actually
Right.
which made our college much
Much
better.
better.
Or else our college life
Correct.
would have been,
But see, some people will be like, no, I don't want to lie honest, because I want to enter the friendship with honesty.
yeah.
But I don't feel guilty that I lied,
Exactly.
because we wouldn't have had fun.
Yeah, or else we would never
Definitely.
meet those type
Yes.
of people, that type of interactions.
Sure. Right.
So-
That would have never happened.
Yeah. So these are the three main things. I mean,
I think before you would
Yeah.
go to college, have certain fake stories in your mind.
Exactly.
Have basic clothing and your communication. Cold approach people. So these I think so are good things before you start.
Exactly.
So now again, before we end the podcast, we have come to the last section. In your 3 years of college life, okay,
Yeah.
whatever experience now, let's say someone already joined college. What one tip would you like to give him?
Yeah, see, one thing I'll tell you. See, even I have dated girls during college, so even I had girlfriends. But one mistake I did was, settling in too fast. See, you guys, I'm telling
What
you
do you
the
mean by
same.
settling in?
Settling in means like, we forget about the joy we used to have with our friends. Okay, like now we get a girl,
Right.
we feel like, okay, she's everything.
Correct.
Like college life is done,
Yes.
now I should do everything for her.
Marrying,
Marrying,
all that.
everything.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't need to spend time with my friends,
Ah,
like with you.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even with us it happened.
Yeah.
Like after we got girlfriends,
Yeah.
when we stopped, talking to
right,
each other.
right.
I mean, it has been 1 year.
Yeah.
Like since we both, when we were like dating, not we both, like when my
We had
girlfriend-
girlfriends, yeah.
exactly. So when we were dating, we didn't speak for at least 1 year, I guess.
Yeah.
So it made kind of like distant for us.
Hmm.
So I feel when you start college or you're in college,
And you started dating second year.
yeah, exactly. So
Too early.
Too early. I mean, you can start dating in 4th year because first 3 years of college you should like enjoy.
Right.
Like go have fun, roam. Like
Correct, correct.
why do you
Sure,
want to settle
sure.
it? Because see,
It's
anyways,
19.
exactly. Anyways, you're gonna marry later. Then the whole life is gonna be revolving
Yeah,
around
yeah.
your wife, all these
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So right now you'll have time with your friends. Go enjoy,
Right.
go roam. So this would be my advice to all of the audience who are watching.
Right.
So what is yours, Vic?
So this advice is actually very good. My advice is, before relationship only, like when we go and ask a girl out, or when you and a girl have a connection,
Yeah.
or let's say a girl rejects you,
Yeah.
or let's say you are kind of close but she's not accepting you, whatever
You mean situation?
situationship, don't stick on to it.
Yeah.
Don't make it like, okay, I only like this girl and
Yeah.
only I can get her. If you don't get her, if you
Standards,
stick-
you mean?
Yeah, standards. Like, for example, there was a scenario with me where I was in a situationship with a girl, and I made it my entire thing that, okay, I only want her in life. I only want her. And she was not accepting me. So she was going away, and I was just chasing. If I would go back to that 18-year-old and if I would slap him and tell him, Laude ke baal, like, change one thing.
Yeah.
As soon as you got a rejection or a clear sign that she doesn't like you as much as you like her, there are fucking like how many girls in the university?
Exactly.
One doesn't accept you.
It's
Just
just
fuck
a-
it. Even if you have feelings, fuck it. Let her go and get fucked by some other dude.
Just a fish.
Right, that's it. You get other girls out there, go and talk to another girl. That girl rejects you, go and talk to another girl. See, at the end of the day, you will get a girl. For sure. I don't think so. It's
Actually.
a very hard thing. You will get a girl. But it's just that sticking up. See, I wasted my entire fucking first semester.
First year, I guess.
First year also, yeah.
Yeah,
fucking
first year.
In girl ka matter, I wasted my entire year just chasing
Yeah.
that
actually.
Lodi.
When I even advised him
Yeah.
not to go,
Yeah.
but he went 3 times and put,
Yeah.
Ganpela.
So that is one thing which I would
Yeah.
definitely change.
So
That's one tip, that if you get a girl and if you are in a situationship or whatever, and she rejects you or you don't see the same love or liking coming, fuck it. Move to
Actually,
another girl, that's all.
that is really
For
good
sure.
advice. I mean, you guys have to follow this because it is for your own good.
Definitely. Because
see,
people will waste their life.
Exactly.
Waste that how
we
much you are
just
feeling.
want you guys to enjoy. Because don't fall into the movies. That's all.
Definitely,
Our, only
Yeah.
main thing is,
Yeah.
like everyone's life is different. Just because we saw a movie doesn't mean our life will become a movie. So we should make it into a
Right,
movie.
right.
That is our task.
Yeah.
So when we both initially we were like thinking we'll be that movie stars
yeah.
where he's
Yeah.
Varun Dhawan, me,
Siddharth
Siddharth. But it didn't happen. So but later after first sem we decided we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
And we made it into
That's a complete different
Exactly.
episode. We'll talk about how
Yeah,
we did it.
actually.
But yeah.
So that's all, guys. I mean,
That's it. I think so. It's nice conversation.
yeah, seriously, it was.
So let's end it here.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And do the same bullshit, man. Subscribe,
Yeah,
like, share
that's
with your
what-
friends.
That is like
Enjoy,
because
yeah.
it's a really not the same podcast you listen to.
Yeah,
It's
same.
very different.
Very different.
So you will have fun listening to us because our stories are not just fake.
Yeah.
They are real
Stories. And coming from average guys.
Average guys. Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like
those-
we're born with silver spoon. We all built it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun. So we'll get back to you in another episode. Okay.
Chalo.
Chalo, bye bye.
Bye-bye.